Welcome everyone, this is Evelyn, and I have two of my messages of the day for you, as well as the twin flame read on the table, my abbreviated read on the table. So a lot of information to bring up for you. And let's see here. So we're going to start with my message of the day, which starts on the 20th. Today is the 22nd. Today is the conjunction of Mars and Venus in Aquarius. And we also have a full moon in Virgo coming up on the 24th, I believe. And that conjunction today was at 2:14 this morning, on the East Coast anyway, which of course 2:14 is Valentine's Day. So there is that connection. There's just a cat going north across my path right here. And 4:13, we just started at 4:13, and 4:13 keeps coming up. Apollo keeps coming up. There's several energies that are repeating themselves over and over again. And 4:13 is the reflection of 314, which actually I just posted my Pisces post on Instagram, so check that out, because that references how those things go together. The 314 and 413 and the 1.618 add up to 8.888, which references a union energy. So, and of course this year is very significant because 888 is the Lionsgate date this year. So it's very significant. And there's a lot of, Pisces and Leo keep coming up together as well. The lion and the lamb energy. Even though Pisces is a fish, there's a reference to Jesus and the lamb. So, all right, so let's start out with this first message of the day. I did do a meditation for you guys just before the video, and what was coming up there, by the way, there's a lot of harsh energies coming in, so if you're feeling a certain way, it's not you, it's the collective energy. I'm sure there's been a lot of aggression towards the conjunction of Mars and Venus today, so be aware of that. And the message I was getting from my meditation was the masculine. There was a masculine very aggressively digging into the ground. So I don't know whether he's digging something up or trying to bury something, or is he digging his own grave? And I just posted a mini read of the divine masculine in dysfunctional heaven, which was coming up as this kind of hell energy. So you can check that out as well. So here's the first message of the day. The decks I used were Fortune's Oracle, the Ascension deck here. I tried a different combination that I don't usually use for this read. I used Crystal Angels and then the Rider Waite deck here. For those of you not familiar, the left is the underlying energies. I usually pull 3 cards unless another card wants to come out with them. And then any other cards that want to come out organically are used for numerology purposes and to finish the line, basically finish up the message that's coming through. All right, so this is the first message of the day. And these were pulled on the 20th. It was 10/22 to 25 and 6. So 10/22, 10 is the Wheel of Fortune. The 22 is the Fool. 23 is the King of Wands, 24 is the Queen of Wands, and then 25 and 26 are the Knight and Page of Wands. So all the Wands characters, the court cards are coming up, along with the 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune, for me is Libra energy. The numbers of the piles that came out at the end were 1111, which keeps coming up over and over again, which in Gematria, if you look it up, the first entry is twin flames. And then 1362 came up, and if you add up 362, it's 11, so it was coming out with 711, so 7 ones. Or excuse me. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7 ones. But it's also coming up as 711. So the twin flame transition to the energy of prison or anxiety, and the 362 first entry was Castle Rock, and then Rose Garden, Manchester, Codex, the Dark Lord, Saint Germain, the End of Time, and then April 2nd came up. And that happens to be my nephew's birthday. which of course is an Aries there. The complete set also came up. So this energy of wholeness has been coming up over and over as well. That April 2nd Castle Rock in Rose Garden, Manchester may be coming up. The Dark Lord versus Saint Germain and the Violet Flame, co-creating alignment with truth and balance on the prison planet, Mother Earth, the twin flame magician embodiment, and the eagles soaring to love of higher self. Justice of Atlas, the map of intent of 2. So 362 equals 11. So there's 7 ones here. So 7-1 coming up here as well as 7-2. Key 2, the Chariot of Alignment, the vehicle tuned up. And at 10:38 is the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups in the underlying energy of the 8 of the Dragonfly, the 1 of the 12 chakras, Angelite, Angelite and Angelite was coming up as the community, and then the 9 of Cups was reversed there, which is the number 49. The Dance of the Dragonfly, 2 as 1, and a beautiful mind, manifesting magician embodiment with the 12 chakras and 12 strands of DNA, asking the unicorns to touch, open, and activate. Join with a community of like-minded people to ignite your angel light. Dissatisfied with self or being alone, careful of arrogance here or drinking too much or over emotionalism. Who was just coming up again? Oh, the third eye. You're being guided to really work on opening up your third eye even more. Like third eye, and I'm looking up and I'm looking at a third eye. So it's very significant to work on your third eye right now. The underlying energy at 10:43 is the Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Cups, the 27 of the Ace of Wands of the Proposal, 35 Wish, the 8 of the Dragonfly, and the ignition of LinkedIn, Vesica Pisces, the Queen's Gambit, the new passion as the wounded warrior surrenders to get their wish, their heart, an open book, the Living Library as the dragon flies, with 8 and 8 here. 35, 8, and 8. 2 dragonflies collapse into a beating heart in order to create. The first next card is the 19 of Luck and the 4 of Birth, the Sun and the Emperor. And again, there's been an ongoing theme of father and son issues. There's a lucky birth here in the year of the dragon. This did come up online that the Chinese population actually goes up in the year of the dragon because they all plan to have their children in that lucky, auspicious year. The numbers 1s, 9s, and 4s were coming up here with the luck of the dragon. I don't know if that's according to Chinese culture, but that was coming up for me to give to you. The 34 of unity here and the energetic exchange of hand fasting. The transition of goals and to the gold with the Olympics this year, the dance of the suns, lambda or lamb to father leap, and the eagle soaring to the lambda leap. So 2 leaping and meeting in the heart, and the numbers 819 and 434 came up, which 819 is Prophet Alexander, biblical prophesizing, the Last Supper, Christ has fallen into sin, which I was guided to do a whole thing on sin, which isn't just sin, it's a lot of positive stuff as well as the sign of the sine wave. And also the energy of Sophia, right? S and N for me is a code for Christ, and S is Sophia. So this is the energy of the Christus Sophia and the I am presence, or the mini me I am presence of the lowercase I, which represents the chakra system or the finger of God. Christ has fallen into his higher self, the high priest's house, and unchained melody were coming up here. And then 434, first entry is the YMCA, Lydia, Haley, Daly, I'm not sure if that was Daly or if I'm reading my writing right. but you can always look that up if you want. Number 434 in Gematria. Illuminate, Akashic Records, Midnight Blue, and not Simon, but Simeon, E-O-N, T-O-K-O. And then Serpentine, and then Let the Games Begin. And that was at 10:53, which is the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords, but that could represent a Libra Knight of Swords as well. The Knight in Shining Armor rushing in, the Messenger of Truth, deliverance. Let the games begin. Let me just tag that too. Okay. So the numbers came up 819434113. So there's that 413 again, which we started at 413 today. The energy of the Emperor and transition, or perhaps the Emperor, the Magician, and the Empress, right? The Magician embodiment of the Emperor and the Empress. And the 80, it comes up as the 81, which is in the numerology book, The Divine Triangle, is the end of the human cycle, basically. It's kind of like you're freed up after age 81. And the cycle complete. And then 9434 was coming up as the transition. So I looked up 9434 in Gematria, and the first entry was, see, I need to know what happened to get over it. Right, oh, get over it. You're only externally married to your daughter now. And your was spelled Y-O-U-R-E, like there was no apostrophe in there that should have been. But the Leo sun was then coming up of one and all. Needing wish. Transitioning to receive love of the mother or daughter, holy grail of the mother. The lucky sun connects to make one, transitioning to gold. And again, this is another theme that's been going on this past week or two, is the masculines connecting to source energy, their higher selves, or to the Christ energy, whatever they resonate with. Leo year and lucky dragon, the birth of unity of the 943 and 589 was coming up here. The institution, 943 came up first entry as is truth, ruin cabal. If anything's kind of questionable, I might not say it because I got dinged from YouTube. But, and just for listing something from Gematria, which I wasn't even stating as a truth to anyone. I don't know why they do that, but I, God, Yeshua, then Ha, Mashiach, K. 413, first entry is San Francisco. Then hey, December 14th. A lot of December dates were coming up. December 18th, 15th, and 13th all came up. But here, December 15th, Daddy, a God in the beginning and in the end. And then 589 was Donald Trump, and then ISO XRP. 413 was also Paul McCartney, Decode, Making Love. And then MQ, both capital, MQ all written 13 times. But the last entry, like in four different entries, one was MQ directed, one was MQ bring balance, one was MQ he is here, and then the last one was no deals. The 589 with Donald Trump also had, Donald Trump came up twice, and then extract, a storm is coming, 116, Tracy, Ripple the Bull, and then 1213 came up here. And then the 13th one was Earth is a test. And then Go All was the energy coming up right there, like a cheerleader. The 1109 is the alignment of truth and justice, truth and balance. The underlying energy of Sirius, which is number 17 here. Archangel Metatron, 27. Serapis Bay is 41 here, and the 12 chakra system, number 1. After burning through the veils of illusion, Sirius star holding 12 keys to enlightenment, alchemy, sacred geometry, angel sonics, and higher dimensions, bringing spiritual technology through for the golden age. The flame is lit as Archangel Metatron illuminates And Nate was coming up again. When Nate comes up, the Nat comes up as unforgettable. When flame is lit as Archangel Metatron illuminates your aura with the golden orange light as he works with your stellar gateway chakra, allowing his wings to enfold you. Visit Luxor if you'd like to for guidance. A thought, a whisper, a feeling may come up. With Serapis Bey, called the Egyptian, with love to bring. The white ascension flame and the keeper in Atlantis and Koan of the fourth ray of harmony. He worked with Archangel Metatron to suffuse the great pyramid with cosmic wisdom. Stand in the white flame and feel its influence, its wisdom, cooperation, and dedication. He is the only master to work with the seraphim who will show you or shower you with blessings as you tune into this energy. The 12 chakras, ask your angels to sing over you so your chakras vibrate at a fifth dimensional frequency. So the white light's coming up, the white flame, and to call in your angels to focus on your third eye as they're opening your stellar gateway. The star, the ace of wands, the ace of cups, and the magician here. Powerful ignition energy there. At 11:18 is justice and the moon, as we have the full moon coming up on the 24th. And the first entry here is Hilarion, 46, with the Six of Cups and the Master of the fifth ray. So there was 2 that came up for the fourth ray and 2 for the fifth ray. So both of those rays are coming up as very important right now. And there's a lot of orange energy here. The Six of Cups of the Master of the fifth ray and orange of technology, science, truth, and knowledge. He can assist. If you open your mind to his seeds to become channels and clairvoyance, ask to be all that you can be. The number 8 of the Huna prayer comes up, and Pallas Athena, number 48, as Lady Liberty's been coming up all week as well. Address any angel or master you want. This is the Huna prayer. State your request 3 times, and with your palms up, and you have to be sincere because I'm losing my voice when I was saying that. Make sure it's a sincere, authentic request from you. Request 3 times with your palms up, and may the rain of blessings fall. So you do that every day for 30 days, and then watch for guidance. Pallas Athena is also fourth ray, goddess of truth and wisdom, lord of karma with the sword of truth. She prefers wisdom, but she will use her sword for divine truth if she needs to get her point across. Follow her example. Know when to walk away and to go within. Magic children, dance here or tune in with Lady Liberty. As 47 is Marco, representing the highest galactic confederation from Saturn, liaises with Ashtar Command and the intergalactic fleet, and assists Hilarion with the fifth ray. So open your mind to connections from other solar systems and universes. Ask Marco to assist and protect you. And I kept getting Marco Polo. Marco Polo, like connecting with people from other universes. And heaven in your eyes. Use your synchronicities as the number 9 is the cosmic heart to tune into Venus energies as we're conjunct with Mars today. And Mercury's in there too. With pure unconditional love. Tomorrow Mercury goes into Pisces. The 9th dimensional frequency comes up here, which is too hard for most people to access. So make sure to call on Mother Mary or the unicorns to gently help you connect with a level that you can handle into your heart chakra or center. Breathe it into your heart and radiate it out to everyone today. The 6 of the Mahatma energy, the collection of Atlantean souls plus the Christ Buddha light, the high frequency group consciousness there, was put together. The golden white energy is available. So draw into your chakra system, draw that energy into your chakra system and then into the earth, grounding it into the earth, leaving your golden white footsteps wherever you go. Send to others and allow it to flow through you. And those cards are 9 and 6, which are Virgo and Gemini, which is mercurial energy. And again, they're the energy of the 6 and 9, which is which makes the 698 pod. But also, when they sit back to back, it's the energy of the bow, like the icing on the top. The cosmic heart and the Mahatma energy, like I said, is Virgo and Gemini, mercurial messengers. Marco, polo, so they may be working together, or that's the energy of the twins coming together, right? One being in one perspective and the other the other. So at 1134, which is the alignment of truth and balance again, the 34, which has come up a lot too, and it happens to be my yearly number this year, is the 8 of Wands and that energetic exchange, the arrows of love, but also represents the 3 and the 4 of the Empress and the Emperor. And justice, truth, balance, and alignment. The underlying of lapis lazuli, tanzanite, and angelite. The sword and the stone, his heart, her spark. Life-changing epiphanies or experiences and ready to love again and join with like-minded people, which has been a big theme this month too, as she takes the light from his mantle to expose the truth and inspire others. Where salt meets fresh, the key twins, or the key turns and opens the door, or the door opens. For infinite, and before I forget this too, it has to be in my notes here somewhere, but in case I miss it, I wanted to make sure I don't forget to give it to you. And it's 4:34 on the clock now. One of the wounds that was coming up is very significant for the twins is the fear of having multiples, right? So the fear of having 2 babies or 3 babies, or more. If it was a really big fear, right? Because back in the old days, you probably would have died in birth of several babies. So there may be a big wound there for you. And if you fear having twins, you're fearing having your twin, literally. So that was very significant coming up. Where salt meets fresh, the key turns and opens the door. So where salt water meets fresh water is where the vortex is created. So in other words, the 0 point field, where the key then is able to turn and open the doors. For infinite, tan man sleeping and awakening to angel light or night light here. I was just getting Saturday Night Live as well. Both sweet and salty angels are just 2 sides of the same coin, right? The opposite perspectives, but with the same center energy that they're focused on. They're just 2 perspectives of the same thing. With the first card out being the diamond, the 2 almond eyes, and the 2 worlds, to value your self-worth. You can do it on your own now. So they're coming up as like hands-free, like we don't need to spot you anymore. You guys got this on your own. Larimore with angel rhymes, with sensitive emotions and gentle timing. Ametrine, a friendly trine, balancing masculine and feminine confidence and creativity with source connection. Moldavite with unconventionality and ancestral molds. To be unique, it's all good. With 5 more stones that came up here, titanium rainbow quartz, apatite, ruby, opal, and yellow jasper. For layers of progress, not perfection, bless your heart and let yourself sparkle and shine, using your God-given strength and power without fearing that others may try to control you. I am the temple of Trinity, the ET touch and effect, the cycle, flow, letting nature run its course. At 1146 of the truth, balance, and alignment of the 46, which is the innocent children, the innocent soulmates, past life energies of pure innocent love. And of course, children and pets come up with that as well. But the underlying energy is impatience and the fallen angel. The temper of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, right? And the Emperor reversed. Or Sagittarius and Aries both reversed. So here's this kind of negative fire energy, or getting out of control fire, surrounding the Queen of Pentacles reversed. And she could be Capricorn here. As the Knight of Cups upright offers love to depressed fallen stars, of dramatics and or resistant 10 of Pentacles upright family, business, or community of wealth or abundance, and that can represent heaven on earth as well, with Aquarius and Scorpio both reversed, and generational justice, truth and balance, Libra, and perhaps a sting. Thieves walk right into the trap here, not looking where they're going perhaps, not paying attention to where they're going, running away from a heated exchange with the masses and those left behind recovering, forcing their way back in, insisting they see them. As the Knight of Pentacles reverse is disabled or unable to function, perhaps stubborn or resistant, and not moving a muscle when given a choice or ultimatum. The Two of Wands upright is the choice of path, or the twin flame present to their third flame, challenged to face their fears of disconnect or distance, confrontation, not agreeing, suffering in silence and trying to end a nightmare, stress, sleepless nights, and be the Six of Wands upright messenger, which is today's energy, of good news, victory, success, a man of the people, refusing to come together if there are uncomfortable emotions and unable to leave or feeling surrounded, right? The uncomfortable feeling of feeling like you're walking into a trap. With the Page of Wands reversed, or a child who could be acting up or sick and uncomfortable being around them because they're sick, maybe not wanting to get sick, or pleading for the Six of Cups, connection and peace, or the Six of Cups traveling with the Queen of Cups, which could be mother and children, and the Knight of Swords, High Priestess, King of Pentacles reversed, Nine of Pentacles reversed, Empress reversed, and Queen of Wands upright, or the Six of Cups, innocent ones, are finding peace away from that mess, with or without the Queen of Cups, whether she's willing to come with them or not. With a delivery from Sister, High Priestess, the quiet one, the accountant, or the one with secrets. That could be a nurse, a High Priestess, a psychic, a nun, or keeping, or secret keeping on behalf of the King of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles and the Empress, who are all reversed here. And I wrote dependent ones, but I was just getting delinquent ones. With the Queen of Wands upright, perhaps a celebration of life, or someone who's lost a few people this year, as the Queen of Wands is destined to make plans with the King of Wands, both upright here, keeping the golden goose in check, and the King of Wands tempted by the divine feminine, Pisces, or neighbor, or world, or says adios to complete the cycle. Pisces upright, Taurus reversed, Libra, Capricorn, and Pisces again, all upright here. There may be bliss now that the worst is over, but also sadness, grief, or regret. Unable to rest or sleep, or issues at work, or sad and unable to sleep with third party through work, or unable to rest despite being off from work. Perhaps weak or sick, or egos clashing, needing strength, courage to keep to self, or stay clear and balanced in order to go back to work, or weathering the storm, the bad weather, the separation, disappointments, or being dumped on, or in the dumps, triggered or overwhelmed, or again feeling the energies coming in, as you know, on and off as far as the degree of how tough they are to handle. And the Page of Pentacles reversed in need of help. And that could be an opportunist as well, or a missed opportunity. Juggling, performing the balancing act, the daily grind, to bring truth to the King of Swords reversed and free the King of Cups, which is also unconditional love, that water sign energy, hoping the truth will set them free. The King of Cups offering love and kindness over and over, but perhaps he's been taken for granted. Marital disillusionment, or bored with options and dumping emotional attachments with the Hierophant reversed, or in a divorce. The Queen of Swords speaks of bold movement or travel or ascension, with the Hermit reversed coming out and standing up for themselves at 1214, which is the Hanging Man and the Temperance card of patience, wisdom and patience. With Cancer upright and Virgo reversed, coming out of isolation to stand up for or to the masses, right? Making sure your boundaries are set. At 12:15, the quarter hour kept coming up too, all the 15s, especially yesterday, which is also the devil or shadow energy. Perhaps offering another way here, standing up to the masses or offering them another way, as the Ace of Pentacles is upright with unity, Christ consciousness, without ego or force, or offering time, money, and energy with no growth. The Four of Pentacles reversed, maybe laying it all out there on the table, putting out a little bit to fix up the place or make amends, or care for drained or sick kids, or clingy and in need of sun or vacation, to get the work done, the hard labor, to do their time. And this could be trying to get that concept across to your children that just because I earned it doesn't mean you have. You know what I'm talking about. That could be coming up in a conversation. Or just kids who are feeling entitled, you know, to whatever they want. That conversation could be coming up. So there could be work around the house to create stability, or a lot of work to move, to fix up the house, a losing battle, working hard to end conflicts for new ideas, inspired, awakened, surprised, a wake-up call to emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups upright and the Rainbow Bridge. Perhaps, oh, this is that time of year too. We're at the end of February, and every year at the end of February, since my awakening, the stuff of the crucifixion for Easter starts coming up, right? But I was also getting the energy this year that it's like this is the last time it's truly playing out, right? So this build up to Easter won't happen anymore because we're losing the Pisces energy of the crucifixion. You know, that was that period, and now we're going into Aquarius, where it's no longer about sacrifice and martyrdom. All right, so we're losing that energy, but it is playing out again right now. They're rolling around again, the Last Supper and the crucifixion, in order to rise again and again. And a happy ending with the Ten of Cups reversed, without affection, or ending an emotional cycle that's way overdue, or that Pisces period or era. For the Page of Cups upright and the Page of Swords. And do they just want something? Or is this just friendly communication? As the Nine of Wands reversed, wounded warrior may begrudgingly surrendering along with the Nine of Cups reversed, who's dissatisfied with themselves or lonely, a family could be cutting off the kids or communications, maybe taking their phones away. Exhausted and or Atlas, unstable in a losing battle, while awakening, called to enlightenment, but may lose the love of the Page of Cups and Page of Swords, giving up and disgruntled. So again, that fear of losing your children's love could be coming up, or your pets even, if you don't do what they want. Or if you follow your heart and they don't agree with that. The moon is upright, entering the full moon energies, dissatisfied and howling at the moon. And thirds joining in here that may not usually join in. Or romance for those deciding to not be alone anymore, as lucky sun and diamond in the rough, kids, inner children learning to value their self-worth. As the Knight of Wands upright comes rushing in for romance, or whenever they complain, to be the magician and make some magic, to be charitable to those with their hands tied, who are anxious or imprisoned or taking call at night. And then it was 12:34, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, shut the door, was coming up. Excuse me. But then again, there's the 34 again of the energetic exchange, the arrows of love, that 8 of Wands, of a lot of energy back and forth, which can just represent the energy coming in from the sun as well. And the 12 of the Hanging Man and wisdom. Perhaps you found happiness with yourself, even alone, and are ready to explore the unknown. Romance with the Knight of Wands to make magic and share with those still imprisoned by their thoughts. Lucky son and diamond daughter birth with prayer, and the Knight of Wands upright with sensitive emotions. The energetic exchange of Pallas Athena and the magician. Lady Liberty and Ellis Island. The land of the free and the home of the brave. Marco and Polo. The corded in the heart of the enlightened soul, breaking the mold to allowing others to control you instead of using your magician embodiment, your God-given DNA, to share with others, getting in their own way at 12:39, which is the Hanging Man and the Knight of Cups. So it's energy of not going into people-pleasing, codependent behavior and standing up for yourself and being powerful. So that was the first read. Then we go into the message on the table. Okay, so here it is from an aerial view. All right, so we have the SIRIAN Starseed deck as the main deck and the Rider-Waite Clarifiers, the mini deck. And this was done on the 20th as well. I cut the deck at 6:22. Which is the 6 of the Lovers, the 22 of the Fool. I finished clarifying at 6:37. 37 is the King of Cups, or unconditional love. It also represents the 3 keys of alchemy. So before I even got to the finishing of the clarifiers, when I looked at the cards, I was seeing that being challenged by right? So we have the Five of Pentacles card, which in this deck is just one person, not two, but the Hermit in the Mary Magdalene cave type of energy, way above the group, right? So she's up on the cliff in the cave, and then there's this group circled below doing something. You don't know whether it's something good or bad. You just know there's a bunch of hooded people down there in a circle. But the challenge here is being out in the cold, being the Mary Magdalene cave above the group. And notice the block over here is the one above the 5 or 6 flames here, right, with their flame in hand. Right, so challenged by this, the Pentacles energy, and blocked by this fire energy, and both separating themselves from the group. The block being the Seven of Wands, which also fell out of the mini deck when I was shuffling at the same time to mimic that. While shuffling, which the Seven of Wands is also the 33, the Christ consciousness, rising above the group. And again, that crucifixion type of energy. The challenge being the cold weather. And the cold weather representing being apart from the group, right? Being kind of snubbed from the group. And when I was sitting here before, all I was noticing were the cups and the flames that were showing. And it's interesting too, because the 10 of Cups over there has 2 cups like they're climbing up a ladder to the 3 cups on top, which is the Trinity energy. And then here's 5 cups again over here of the 8 cups here, all in a row, right? Ready to be left behind. All right, it's just someone climbing the ladder over here, and then now organizing everything in a row so they can walk away from it and feel that they did what they were supposed to do. And then we have the 3 of Wands, but only 2 wands are showing over here. The 3rd flame is over here in the block of needing to rise above with flame in hand. And then here's this humid sun in the midst of all that. So just keep that in mind as we go through the read. So the major arcana here, the Chariot's in the underlying energy. Then we have reflection, which is the Hermit over here. And after the read, and these cards I pulled over here, is Karma, which is Judgment, the Star, the Lovers, and the Starseed, which is the Fool. So we had 4 cups, 2 pentacles, 3 cups. Whoops, that's not right. So that should be the wands. Is it 3 wands? Yeah. So there's yes, 4 cups, 2 pentacles, 3 wands, and 1 sword here, which is 42 and 31. 42 is the 2 of cups. 31 is the 5 of wands, or the group, right? The 42 is the 2 people versus the group. So perhaps not even 1 versus the group, but 2 versus the group. And then we have the Knight of Swords, along with the 9 of Cups. After the read is the King of Cups and the 9 of Wands with the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Cups. So I pulled a couple extra cards over here. Before the read is the Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. So each group has a 9 with it, right? Before the read is the 9 of Swords. The read has the 9 of Cups. And then after the read is the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Pentacles is the only 9 missing from that equation, which is the sovereignty. There were 2 3s and 2 5s, 2 8s and 2 10s, and 3 9s. So 9s were most significant right here, which 9 times 3 is 27. That's the Ace of Wands. And it's all about compassion and endings. And also can reference the one and all. The 33 is the Christ consciousness, the 7 of Wands we discussed here. The 55 of the Ace of Swords, Excalibur, the 88 of the twins dancing, each within their own masculine and feminine, side by side, and then the 10-10 of that high vibration, and to keep it high and keep coming back to your center. 7, 8, 9, 10 begin again was coming up, and 3, 4, 5 of the 3D, 4D, 5D, and accentuating the 3 and 5, right? The 4 being the bridge. 4 is also the L1, the lambda leap from the lamb to the father. And the code line here was all about the number 116 from 8, 105, and 3. So 116. the energy of the union, and to see the bridge of I and I to the nth degree, the infinite bridging, infinitely grazing or eating in the dance of Christ consciousness, our destined high vibe Five of Pentacles energy. The lovers out in the cold, the essence or the sap of life, the Three Knight of Swords. And that's interesting. That's coming up. That can be multiple things, but the Three Knight of Swords could be the three wise men in action, right? Because they usually come up as kings, but here they come up as the messengers of truth, or perhaps the knights in shining armor. Then say God and see bridge of infinite I am and I am, the strength of certain Five of Pentacles set apart, and their essence of life, the high road temple as the messengers of truth. And I was just getting Crete. That's one of the places you can visit in your meditation. So we start with the Four of Cups upright, and beneath that is the Queen of Cups reversed with the Page of Pentacles reversed, the Eight of Pentacles upright, the Chariot upright, the Nine of Swords reversed, and the Three of Pentacles reversed. So all three swords or orbs cards here were present, 9, 8, 9, and 10 on the twin flames, right? So you see all these swords energies on how the twin sees themselves. And I don't even mind the 10 and the 8 so much, but the 9, right? Because there's no way around the pain of the 9 because you haven't gotten to the 10. And even if you go back to the 8, you still need to release these energies here. So this is that stressed out nightmare kind of energy, or just unending worry, cycling in your head. And we have the Queen of Cups with the Page of Pentacles both reversed, working to align crystals on the steps or clearing the entrance. And that can be clearing snow from the entrance, or perhaps just cleaning up your front door. Working on your vehicle or boldly moving or ascending to end hiding underground. And remember, down under, like digging your grave was coming up. So to end hiding underground, to end self-defeating thoughts about coming together to co-create, and grounding and integrating, to learn how to receive love, to spot the star, and channel intentions to rise above the rough waters that make and affect one around you, but apart from you, not under your canopy, but connected at the root. After the secrets are out, a secret passion without growth and draining perhaps, frustrations of sister and kids, or Cancer upright and Virgo or Pisces reversed, Leo reversed, and Gemini reversed here. The straw that broke the camel's back, and dumping all their burdens, responsibilities when the Page of Cups comes offering love. Perhaps a loving message from insecure King of Wands without emotional tools to express their emotions. The camel came up in my next read too, or one of the reads I did too. I just did the Wild Unknown as a mini read today. But the camel was coming up perhaps as someone whose water broke, but they could be kind of bluesy, right? Ready to have their water break, and they were definitely bloated. So there could be that energy coming up too. And don't have to be birthing a child, it could be birthing something else, could be birthing a union. As the Page of Cups offers love, perhaps a loving message from the insecure King of Wands, but he's coming up as perhaps not emotionally prepared to receive that. As the Hierophant is reversed with alternate beliefs, or this is a divorce or breaking contract, and rising above to recover from sleeplessness, exile, injury, illness, awakening. The Page of Pentacles reversed, perhaps with Taurus in their chart, in need of help to get something off the ground, or constantly having to get up to stay warm, especially if somebody's homeless or numb. Maybe someone's camping out and it's too cold, or levitating and must find a way in. Perhaps seeking shelter in a church. Perhaps two different Page of Pentacles reversed are coming from two sides of the coin. Cancer upright, Queen of Cups reversed, maybe working to align or getting car checked and ending negative thoughts of the Three of Pentacles reversed or work issues with boredom, grounding, and integrating, and on the other end, a divorce, a break outside the box. The Page of Pentacles reversed there in need of help, perhaps looking for forgiveness or going to confession, not realizing the truth that hovers above them and will set them free with forgiveness. that forgiveness will heal them at 7:14. Perhaps two seek work at the same place, but one comes in from the front door and one from the back. With Cancer, Queen of Cups reversed and Page of Pentacles reversed, which can also be her uninvited or in need of opportunity or help. She could just need help. It doesn't have to be a child with her. But Pisces, Leo, Gemini all reversed, or maybe those are energies in the Queen of Cups' chart, and the Page of Pentacles reversed, perhaps with Taurus in their chart, or one needs help with work and the other is seeking work. At 7:16, the Chariot and the Tower. The recent past is the Ten of Cups reversed. The Page of Wands reversed, tunneling through to work. Aligned but uncomfortable with emotions of not being able to walk away. With the King of Cups reversed, juggling and curiously aroused by the conditions. Or the Page of Wands reversed and the King of Cups reversed may be an unlikely duo. Frustrated with the Ten of Cups reversed, getting in the way of their work and not being able to leave either. Since the King of Cups reversed, when performing or juggling, can't receive the Knight of Swords delivery. At 7:21, the Chariot and the World is the underlying energy of the Eight of Cups reversed. With the Page of Swords upright, that air sign energy, a message comes in but unable to leave. The Page of Cups upright may be bored. We have the Page of Pentacles reversed, who may not have been invited, and then the Page of Cups bored with the Three of Pentacles reversed. That could be issues with school as well. As the Page of Wands reversed is frustrated with the Ten of Cups reversed, family, or an emotional ending that they're not happy about. And the Page of Swords is stepping up, unable to leave, a choice to make about a breakup or ex, or their delivery or ultimatum, and dissatisfied about temptation at home or of union. With Gemini reversed and Capricorn upright, or codependent relationship with one or more kids or pets involved, or two at school and two at work, with the central energy all around the Ten of Pentacles reversed, which is like the Montagues and the Capulets, but they're both reversed here. As the Knight of Swords upright, Justice or Libra, delivers with the King of Swords upright, Hermit, shedding light or an advisor, or Libra and Virgo in court or mediation, or speaking on behalf of both families. The first witness, or being charged, or charging and pulling in the element, stealing their peace, or running to drop the kids off just to have to race back and sneak in quietly, ending conflict with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, or a public trial, jury, duty. As PTSD could be involved, the Page of Cups and Page of Swords are doing well, but the Page of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed, not so much. The Ten of Cups and Ten of Pentacles are challenged by the Five of Pentacles reversed, Hermit, coming out of the Mary Magdalene cave and recovering memories, dealing with heartbreak, weathering the storm, and then leading the way out of there with good news and victory, dumping emotional attachments and knowing the one in a falling out with the Six of Cups reversed, and clearing bad memories or past lives. And now crowning is the Three of Wands and present to Flame's truth, trying to set the wounded warrior free, triggering them and pushing their buttons, purging to find mental balance, peace of mind, and clear energy. Patience with the Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Empress reversed and the King of Pentacles reversed, or patient angel dealing with these patients or perhaps customers. As the Sagittarius upright and Taurus reversed with stubbornness, or mother with two grown kids, all dependent, or grandmother, son, and child ungrounded, and all about the money or security, or don't know how to save, bored of kindnesses to wake up the dead, connecting one-to-one to let go and make amends. At 7:41, which is the Chariot and the Ace of Cups. Perhaps up early to implement a plan or to get more done. Both the Divine Masculine coming out of the Crystal Bat Cave and the Divine Feminine coming out of the E-Tower to come together to work with the Knight of Wands upright, rushing in to inspire. Soon is the Five of Wands reversed, ending conflicts from the past, as the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles are not sharing their battles, their inequities of having to stand up and defend themselves in a bold move that's destined, schooling the Golden Goose. With Cancer and Libra both upright here, The Sphinx keeping the talker in check or driving together, but they're not permitted to talk in the car, as the Christ consciousness is like tipping things in their favor here. So who is the Queen of Wands? As the underlying energy Queen of Cups, perhaps with Virgo in their chart, and the Hermit reversed with Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, peace, with the Knight of Swords reversed, or perhaps made peace with that energy, or someone who's holding their tongue, moving to peaceful travel without talking, perhaps losing their mind with their kids, coming out vulnerable and taking up study, peace away from the Knight of Swords reversed, or peace away from someone who's talking all the time. Looking back at foolish behavior, dark night sleeping, or someone fell to their death, the Divine Masculine letting go, perhaps fixing up a place for a service or to make amends, sad yet performing as the Star to end pain, the Ten of Swords upright, worth just ending this pain, like there's a lot of work to end pain for a long, long time. Doing all this, and is it worth it just to be released with an ultimatum after all that time? Or twins setting them free, powerless to the King of Cups reversed, or dependence, as the Nine of Pentacles, King of Cups, and the Knight of Wands all reversed with the Magician reversed, which could be a lot of manipulative energy there, or insecure without tools, and lots of drama, dumping emotional loads, emotional attachments, dreams, and dissatisfactions. But there is justice here, with Aquarius and Libra upright, Gemini and Scorpio reversed. The Justice card is upright with the Hierophant upright, which is also Libra and Taurus, and the High Priestess with the Hanging Man, which for me is Pisces or Virgo, and then the Hanging Man, Pisces or Capricorn. Judge, jury, witness, and hung jury, or judge dissatisfied with the Hierophant and the High Priestess, which could be traditional and alternative perspectives, to deliberate and see things from another or third perspective. With Libra, Taurus, and Pisces or Virgo upright, and Pisces or Capricorn upright, or judge with a priest and nun hanging out. That's so funny. I was on a cruise once, and we had the rabbi and the priest at our table. It was very interesting. The judge with the priest or nun hanging out, the establishment, the anti-establishment, and the truth, the wisdom of deliberation, of sitting in the presence of another to feel out the energy in mediation, a neutral third to give them perspective, and again, that patience to just allow everything to meld together. As the twin flames are seeing themselves here as the Nine of Cups reversed, perhaps dissatisfied or not wanting to be alone. There could be arrogance there too, or drinking too much. As the Queen of Pentacles is reversed and stressed out about the Queen of Swords reversed, or both in a nightmare or unable to sleep with each other, or about the release of the Knight of Cups, who may be withholding from the Emperor's world of the Ten of Swords, of ending pain or in a painful ending, and that could be getting a massage as well. But the Knight of Cups and Emperor are both upright here. The Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords are both reversed, releasing their negative thoughts to be loving while playing hardball with the Emperor and the Divine Feminine or neighbor, or perhaps the Emperor and his side piece in a betrayal. All parties dissatisfied and not getting their wish, with Aries and Pisces upright here, completing a cycle and a painful ending. As the Queen of Pentacles reversed is unable to sleep or stressed with the Queen of Swords reversed, releasing most of her negative thoughts, so they could be the Knight of Cups, preparing for the Emperor and his world, or Aries and Pisces to end the pain, to deal with a betrayal or painful surgery, or getting a massage, as the process of having to clear energies before the next patient or next client, as well as not to transfer negative energies when you're dealing with hands-on treatments. The energy around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Hermit, the reflection of coming together, with the Queen of Cups reversed suddenly ending conflict, or a brawl broke out, shocking them, reflecting upon what they saw. Scorpio is upright with Virgo upright, Pisces or Capricorn reversed, with Pisces or Capricorn could be shocked at the Scorpion's behavior toward Virgo or Hermit, or the Hermit is the therapist, advisor, or counselor, or the doctor shedding light on dissatisfaction with self and being alone. All four queens are right in that area here. The Queen of Wands is the only one upright, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is sovereignty, or maybe she's just very independent. There could be a scam here too, though. There's some kind of inequity or not sharing here. And perhaps she feels the need to defend her position. The Queen of Wands, whether it's the Queen of Wands or two people here. There could be an earth and a fire energy there. And then standing up for her rights, perhaps. The block here is that Seven of Wands, which is also coming up as 1-7 here with the flame and the 7. It could be a hit and run involved at 827, which is strength, and the Ace of Wands. There's a lot of energy exchanged. Back and forth, even arrows of love, and the Fool reversed falling on their face are from grace, or embarrassed by behavior, or for falling for them, embarrassed by that, or their scam, rising above the group with flame in hand. But notice that the flame in hand is covered. It's like this back and forth energy. If there is a fight, it may be trying to douse the flame that they're holding. They're rising above with their flame in hand. The Knight of Swords upright, and this can just be a worry. It may not even be real. The Knight of Swords upright passing a 5D message, presently depressed and trying to be strong, as the Knight of Swords is upright with the King of Cups reversed, getting over a death, an ending, dark night. The Grim Reaper, Scorpio upright with Cancer and Libra upright, Leo and Sag upright here, but Aquarius and Aries reversed with a choice of path or twin flame, the Wounded Warrior and a wake-up call, with Aquarius upright needing to heal from Gemini reversed, perhaps the Queen of Swords reversed, or a breakup with the Queen of Swords, knocked for a loop or knocked on the head and falling right into the Knight of Cups' hands. And then I'm getting like Charlotte in Sex and the City falling into, what's his name, York's hand. Yeah, when she fell in the street. And that can be with Jennifer Lopez's movie, the wedding movie. The Knight of Swords upright with the King of Cups reversed, the Wounded Warrior upright with the Queen of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Cups upright. A gift of a message to the King of Cups reversed to wake them up to depression without love or lover of the Queen of Swords reversed, maybe falling for the Knight of Cups. As the Queen of Cups reversed with the Page of Pentacles reversed, maybe getting a vehicle fixed to get to work, perhaps praying to get out of traffic or unable to leave, dissatisfied, perhaps arrogance, and reflecting that arrogance with the Ten of Cups reversed and the Ten of Pentacles reversed, dysfunctional families here. And that could be workplaces or communities. The challenge being the Hermit in exile, recovering or let out, discharged, recovering from battle, conflict, group attack, or rising above the present to flame. The gifts of the Knight of Swords, sending messages to the King of Cups reversed. Being given an ultimatum by the Wounded Warrior who's being very judgmental or depressed in a breakup, with the Queen of Swords reversed, or Aquarius and Gemini who are both reversed, where the Queen of Swords reversed may bump into the Knight of Cups or embarrass themselves in front of them, coming out of hiding with issues at work or school, grounding and integrating, focused on the stars. The Ten of Cups reversed, unhappy family, unable to walk away from the Ten of Pentacles dysfunction, and challenged by recovering patience or bringing people back in and must be present, perhaps a gift. And the Nine of Cups reversed, dissatisfied, losing the fight, and reflection with counsel to rise above. Standing up for self, and the Knight of Swords, delivering message to the King of Cups reversed, with an option to choose a path of the Wounded Warrior or wake up to depression and arrogance, without love of the Queen of Swords reversed, who fell for the Knight of Cups, or fell and got up to be the Knight of Cups instead. All right, so like I said, Apollo kept coming up, and he's very right? He's the sun. He's the god of sunlight, and Helios came up too as the god of sun. So there's that energy of the central sun and the sun. You know, both becoming the light instead of those other stories. And the horse Helios was coming up, and I always call Mr. Ed, God Mr. Ed. So here's this energy of God or the central sun as Helios, and then Apollo being the sun or that energy of Christ consciousness of the human. The rays of the sun coming to the earth. Of course, it's the dragon year as well. That's coming up a lot too. And also Pulp Fiction. Actually, I put that on my Instagram, and I've been really enjoying dancing to it with Teddy on the deck in the morning. The Lion in Love with the Lamb came up there, as well as The Lion and the Lamb. And, yep. And now we have this last read, my message of the day. I have the past life deck there, and then the Good Tarot, the Shaman deck, and then the Rider-Waite at the bottom. Okay, so same setup as before. And I need to plug that in because it's going to die. All right. So this one I pulled yesterday at 12:33 to 36. The 12 is the Hanging Man, the 33 is the Christ vibration. So literally 12:33 when I started that is that crucifixion energy of Christ on the cross. Hold on one second, I don't want that one beeping the whole time. Let me see if I can. Well, hopefully you can't hear that. Okay. So the cards after each deck, the piles, ended up to be 1112 and 2223. The Justice of the Hanging Man, the Fool's Journey, the King of Wands, or the High Priestess. Sorry, it keeps dinging. The Justice of the Hanging Man, the Fool's Journey, the King of Wands, or the High Priestess and the Empress, or to the Eagle soaring, perhaps to their lover. Co-creation with 2, 4, 6, 8, who do we appreciate? The Mother and the Lovers with a map of intent. So 34 came up again right here too. 1112 and 2223. And then 4 and 6 both kind of came up after that, which is the dance between the 4 of the masculine energy of the lambda leap and the 6 of the spiraling energy of the aqua rose gold mother's heart. And notice that 4 and 6 averages out to 5 in the middle of change, which is also the Hierophant and the master of the hidden house. So 2222 in Gematria, first entry is IRS, as tax season will be coming up in a bit. So people are making their appointments. The second entry was Jesus No He Chuck. And then the fourth entry was 420, which has been coming up a lot this month. And I noticed that because my son was born at 420 in room 420, which is also 42, supported by source energy, which is the 2 of Cups. The hidden sun times 5 came up written 5 times. And then the last time said the hidden sun protected. The 12th entry was twin flame arrow. And the 20th entry was the Lion of Judah is a woman. Justice for the divine masculine and divine feminine, freedom, leap of faith for the high priestess and empress, or divine feminine, eagle soaring at 5D station of lovers. And there was just like, I was drawing this like leap kind of energy. And this leapfrog energy was coming up from around the 29th because that's the leap day. But today is the conjunction of Mars and Venus, so it's like leaping from here to the 29th and then into March, which would be around March 7th. And I think there's a conjunction on the 8th again, too. There's a lot of conjunctions coming up. But this energy of the core of the earth being, like, so if the earth is the Empress, the core of the earth is her daughter, Queen of Pentacles, is coming up here as 66, which also represents the Golden Gate. Moving to the 55 of the shaman's energy, very much about the ground and the earth, into the 44 of the social worker and Atlas type of energy of the masculine and feminine, or the raised 3D humans that then cross the 3340 bridge to lighten up to the 22 5D station, and then again from the 5D station, which is a jump off point to all directions, to the 11 of 60, an instant manifestation, into the 70, and then the 00 energy comes up, right? No longer being able to be seen, which really represents density, not dimension. But the energy of the spiral heart, the earth womb, the mother earth, and the daughter, the shaman being the Indian is a short reference to indigenous. The shaman bridges daughter of earth to Atlas and Hercules to lighten up on the 3340 bridge, to station just like an airport for instant manifestation in all directions, to get to ground zero or 007. Bond, James Bond. J-A-M-S, Bond. Be on the D of divine, which comes up as like the D on an axis circling around. So when that D, when that D spins, it becomes planet. So it's referencing like a half circle. So you don't need the whole circle to see a sphere, right? It could just be a planet spinning very quickly. Would look like a full sphere, even if it's only half of a sphere. But the spin is coming up. Be on the divine spin. And then bow end came up, and then Boeing came up. And of course, 737 came up. So I looked up Boeing real quick. And there was a helicopter Boeing place that came up. But then the news from ADN.com of the blowout aboard the Alaskan Air 737 MAX 9, and the Spirit employee supporting whistleblowers' claims of negligence at the Wichita factory for Boeing. Also, the United Boeing 757 emergency landing in Denver after discovering damage to the wing that apparently was probably known prior to that. So the underlying energy of then phobias comes up at 112, which is the magician and the 12 of the hanging man. So phobias are fears, of course. And again, that fear of birthing multiple children was coming up for the divine feminine for sure. The Knight of Cups reversed, and the 6 of the cosmic womb and the divine feminine. The Queen of Swords reversed. The Knight of Cups reversed with the Queen of Swords reversed with fear of the divine feminine cosmic womb. Literally, fear of your own womb, referencing the Earth's womb and perhaps prior experiences about that from way back when. Lovers' fears of birthing, perhaps fear of birthing twins. And again, 115 is coming up, so that 15 quarter keeps coming up. But again, the shadow at each quarter, taking a break, a shadow break. The underlying energy of Asia Minor then came up, and the left shoulder and the liver, both covered in yellow for confidence. So a feminine, and again, there's that energy of the very seriousness of the Chinese, right? Not allowed to be relaxed and find humor in something, right? There's certain rules that they have to follow, and being very kind of a rigid feminine and using this band of yellow to kind of mask them in masculine, right? The solar plexus confidence. The Buddhic courage of scribe imprisoned or enslaved to farm, 2 horses and a barn. Jailhouse Row and the Atlantean dolphins after the fall. Atlas Falls came up today too. And this was coming up from the Caduceus came up then too from NCBI, NLM, NIH.gov. So health was coming up here. So there's this energy of the horses in a barn being like these scribes who were imprisoned and enslaved to a farm like horses, 2 horses in a barn. Jailhouse Row, Atlantean dolphins as well after the fall, right? One referencing Atlantis and the other kind of Lemuria energies. And then health of the Caduceus versus the staff, and I don't know how to pronounce his name, Esculapius, So Aesculapius was the original symbol, which has one snake around the staff. And he was killed by grandfather Zeus because not enough people were dying to go to the underworld. And there's that energy too of like the dysfunctional heaven. So sun or Apollo. So the sun is the god of medicine, and then Apollo is the god of healing, right? So Apollo's son is this person here, Aesculapius. Okay, so that's the son of Apollo, and Apollo was coming up prior to this. And not enough people, Zeus was pissed because not enough people were going to the underworld, which of course is Hades territory, right? So Hermes and Mercury, messenger of gods, carried the staff of Caduceus with two snakes and wings, the herald's wand, a badge of diplomatic ambassador associated with commerce, of eloquence, alchemy, but also with lying. So Hippocrates of Kos came up, and I noticed that my father's nickname is Kos because his name is Constantine, but he also took the Hippocratic Oath. So there's this reference here. Hippocrates of Kos, the physician and father of Western medicine, 450 to 380 BCE, believed to be a direct descendant of Aesculapius. And the physician's oath literally swears not by the current symbol, but by Apollo, the physician, and by Aesculapius. Still to this day, in the current time, the military uses the modern version with two snakes, but the U.S. Air Force and medical services still use the original staff with one snake, as well as the World Health Organization, the New England Journal of Medicine, and the American College of Physicians. Okay, so there's a distortion in the original symbolism. The monk or nun and namaste, the health of the monk or nun and namaste, the health of the celibate in prayer, and the carpenter in the Bible, building the fourth leg, shaped like the staff, kind of like an upside down carrot or a carrot that's still in the ground. And the modern females here, their fear of having the legs pulled out from under them, the snake at their heels, the masculine with knowledge withheld from the divine feminine, and fears of the unknown. That was the power that they had over the feminine, right? If you allow the masculine knowledge and not the feminine, then she'll always be in fear of what he knows and she doesn't. And then they can control. The magic that the doctor and the carpenters hold, right? The ones who heal and build. Privy to divine masculines only, from disciplined Buddha to modern female. And again, it's coming up as this Asian Buddha to modern female, mining the soul. And here's this energy of going underground again, mining the soul, Asia Minor, as Ea a minor, and East female meets West female, meditative versus fear and prayer, or more like religious prayer as opposed to meditation. New white ships are coming in behind Buddha's back, sent from the wisdom of the white unicorn, setting masculine and feminine back to back. So then the Buddhic scrolls came up, which I looked up in Wikipedia, the 80 Gandharan manuscript fragments with 27 birch bark scrolls, the first half of the 1st century CE, thought to be found in West Pakistan in ancient burned monasteries, stored in clay jars, and the cards were saying that they were written by imprisoned Buddha slaves, like horses on the farm in a barn, and dolphins of Atlantis, regarding the health of the monk or nun and the fears of the divine feminine Mary Magdalene due to the biblical version of Jesus' sacrifice, building fears in the feminine praying masses. And then the praying mantis was coming up here, who then bites their head off. At 155 is the magician and the truth. The first card of Egypt in the pyramids, the etheric window of medicine man or woman with dream catchers and feathers, the fear of Egyptian shaman, the medicine man, the Egyptian shaman, the medicine man, and karmic relationship of the Air Force, the military, and airplanes. A woman in fear of shaman medicine or someone playing with black magic in the karmic relationship or protecting them before the man leaves on an airplane or for a trip. Perhaps an orphan sold out, or was the Judas here, or daughter's betrayal and now without parents or sold them out. The fears of the homeless little girl with great phobias and will sell out anyone for survival. Or phobias here around Egypt, the pyramids, the medical world, karma and plane and airplanes, and becoming orphaned. Perhaps left with money but nowhere to put it, or no understanding of how it works. Or the betrayal to keep her parents together. Or was homeless, so she learned to blackmail. So then the blackmail comes up, and the dark delivery, and even voodoo perhaps. This energy of underlying Six of Swords ship coming in, but the Five of Wands group, or competitive one, maybe unaware of this. And here's the Buddha with the belly, which isn't the real Buddha, but here's the laughing Buddha, and the Ten of Cups, and the laughing old man in the moon. Excuse me. Which the laughing Buddha should be the real one. He doesn't necessarily have to have a big belly, but there is definitely laughter here in a wise one. Buddha with the belly and the Ten of Cups and the laughing old man in the moon, 18. The daughter causing conflict in romantic happiness of Cancer, or the sleeping prophet, which represents Edgar Cayce, versus the King of Earth, or King of Pentacles here, who's dressed in skins and an antler crown, right? Very not, that new agey kind of energy. Rejecting the Knight of Cups reversed, or any of that full foo-foo stuff, right? The masculine's point of view versus the masculine's point of view, or view is you, the masculine point of view, as opposed to the feminine's point of view. But peace is coming where she sees it or not, whether she sees it or not, perhaps too wrapped up in her fears of rejection to see what's coming. Now in both decks here, in the underlying energy, the big white ship was coming up behind her and her back was towards it. She didn't see the ship coming, but it's right there behind her. The first energy is the Queen of Wands, the Queen of the Nile, who doesn't take to rejection lightly and may be very jealous. She's upright here with Star Nine of Pentacles, or independent daughter, who's more with a nose for carrots than dear crown, or Star Healer coming between their karmic relationship. Or the Queen of Wands is the independent star, healer, or dream come true, as the Seven of Cups and the King of Cups, and the daughter or young wife of Poseidon, his pride and joy. She loves everything of the sea, Amphitrite, who fled to protect her virginity to the Atlas Mountains. Now she had birthed seals and dolphins and mermen. She was all about the love of sea creatures. So it says in this version of Wikipedia that the dolphin convinced her to return and marry him. And she's fine with all the other nymphs around, right? Because she was a nymph. So Thetis, Achilles' mother, who was killed by Paris near the end of the Trojan War, with an arrow outside the gates. The rumor was that his mother held him by a heel to baptize him, and so his heel didn't get protected, leaving him vulnerable there. So the Achilles heel also came up prior to these reads. So at 232, which leads to new hope, the underlying energy of the 33, the joyful muse, the 21 of first breath, and the 6 of the cosmic womb, the musician's inspiration for beginner's mind, of Christ consciousness and the world of cosmic lovers, the cool cat, the divine feminine, and the divine feminine and divine masculine lovers. So at 234, again, 234 shut the door, and the 34 coming up again, the Eight of Wands. Today is the 21st, which just came up. as the first breath card to the journey of the 33 and 6, which is 33/6 is the Christ vibration and that 7 of Wands right here. So 2 eagles spiral here, which is the mating dance. And the first card is the 12 of the masculine and feminine wisdom, the dragon's horde, hanging out protecting the future with the 2 of the beloved, the radical acceptance of the hearts on fire, the 48 of the 8 of cups walking away and within, and sky dancers surrender, or the eagles, right, doing their dance, to the golden orange sphere, or sherbet perhaps. But there's that energy of the orange again, of Metatron, and the 4th and 5th rays that were coming up. Lovers hanging out and hearts on fire, going within to dance and surrender. The 40 of the full mind, groupthink, and the 8 of crown games. As 40 is also the number of Ea, the page of cups, innocent one, and Ea both coming up here, the mindful groupthink at 11:44 on the clock, on the card, as the flying monkeys are crowned like octopus teacher, as the powers that be are decrowned for the right use of power. And it's so funny because after I had written this, I was listening to an interview and they talked about the flying monkeys. Oh no, it wasn't an interview, it was on the show, on the Resident Alien. It's so funny. So, and someone saying that the crown, you got it wrong, the monkeys were the bad guys. And he said, not from the monkey's perspective. So that was the message coming through here. The powers that be are decrowned for right use of power. The sweetheart and the lion's heart, again representing today of Pisces and Leo. Poseidon and his muse, or Medusa dethroned, and Poseidon got Pegasus out of it. At 242, which is the feminine or higher self energy, and the 2 of cups, of letting go and saying yes to all the things that you love, synchronicities and dreams and fixing the place up, the page of swords and page of wands reversed, too busy complaining to even notice, investing in the unknown but not showing appreciation for the known, in energetic exchange, a flurry of activity with the 6 of cups, sweet loving innocence, of injustice, of the recovering heart, standing up for a decision or making themselves clear to their twin, or about the choice of offers, of not working out or too much work, in the sun or happy kids, or exposing all that's triggering the world, the divine feminine dumping on them or overwhelming them, with Leo and Pisces both upright, or divine feminine with a sunny disposition, despite imprisoned by the King of Wands, watching them, moving to peace, or he is traveling and withholding from Aquarius, or saving for Star Queen of Cups, as the King of Pentacles reversed, Magician reversed, without their tools, or perhaps insecure, is being strong or always counts on her to take care of the pets or the kids or Leo, as the Page of Cups is reversed and pet feels rejected, or the Page of Cups reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, are destined to get schooled, if not quiet while sharing or being charitable, settling out with issues at work or school, with the King of Swords reversed post-war and PTSD, stress, sleeplessness, crying over the Hierophant, commitment, school or Taurus, master of the hidden house, looking back, perhaps at Mass, at crucifixion and assessing worth of hanging out, or Scorpio reversed, tired of being still or saving, to start over with the Queen of Pentacles upright, at home with the Queen of Swords reversed. And the Queen of Swords reversed may just be in really negative self-talk, or she could be, really bitchy, or even verbally abusive. She can be lying. So Taurus and Pisces and Capricorn are upright here with Scorpio reversed, starting fresh with the Queen of Pentacles, home with the Queen of Swords reversed, perhaps moving in together or putting on a celebration together, but don't have the same vision. Perhaps the Queen of Pentacles is just waving to the Queen of Swords reversed, walking by. With Judgment reversed, perhaps the Queen of Swords reversed, or Aquarius in their chart, needs to swallow their pride or heed the call, or call someone or announce, or play music, or made a bad call or poor judgment, and boldly moving under the radar, or got hit, or failed, or too traveling for a need for attention. With Cancer upright, or vehicle traveling with Aquarius and Sag and Aries reversed, or taking the show on the road to perform for the fallen. The Knight of Wands reversed, the Fool reversed, foolishly fell for it, or the act, or traveling man juggling, or famous musician with all of their fans crying to get near them. At 3:04, again, there's that energy of the Empress and the Emperor with space between. The Knight of Cups offering to partner with the Knight of Swords reversed, but perhaps they just haven't replied. With Devil, Capricorn, or Temptation waving to Hermit with light, and the Emperor with the Ten of Cups family, or Capricorn, Virgo, and Aries are emotionally fulfilled in a partnership, or Emperor finding satisfaction watching the Hermit and asking student questions, or dealing with those trying to tempt them into something toxic. The Hermit taking a look at their chains or bindings, perhaps skiing here, and the Nine of Pentacles presents at night, or the Independent one, or someone feels single at night, or the Nine of Pentacles romantic truth, removing the crown, while the Emperor says, who did it? Or that kind of whodunit energy. And is that true? To the Five of Pentacles, the lovers in exile or out in the cold, or those injured or ill, recovering emotionally from the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community, and their dysfunction or loss, perhaps losing their shirt or everything, as the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles are both reversed here. The Knight of Cups wants to connect one-to-one with the Queen of Swords reversed, who probably is the Knight of Swords reversed here, who may not be responding or answering to their offer. The Lovers reversed, or Gemini in their chart, or a breakup celebration and coming together with the King of Cups, or unconditional love, or an ex and their family at celebration with the King of Cups, with his back toward them but being pleasant, avoiding conflict with the Nine of Wands wounded warrior on guard, resting on break or 5D connection between the Nine of Wands and Nine of Cups, who's reversed. Neither are satisfied and losing patience in a painful ending or fallen angel betrayal, as the Knight of Pentacles may be shocking the High Priestess with a sudden offer or arrival, or the Knight of Pentacles blew their crown in a sudden event with High Priestess or sister, their aide or nurse, or even babysitter, or their accountant, that silent one, taking advantage of all their hard work, or a courier between the High Priestess and Atlas, or runner, or the Knight of Pentacles at 321 with an epiphany about the High Priestess, sister, or quiet one, the accountant keeping tabs on them while they're at work. So someone might be under scrutiny at work, or having someone spy while working in the yard, or when their hands are full, carrying too much weight or the weight of the world, or scared to be seen, or shocked by secrets, or that they kept their secrets. Maybe they're shocked about that. With Gemini, Sag, and reversed, and Scorpio, Pisces, or Virgo upright here, or making sure the Page of Pentacles, Earth energy, is studying or working really hard to give an opportunity or invite to the Empress reversed, who may be uncomfortable not being able to walk away from or avoid the Ace of Wands, new passion, or offer of new passion, and the Knight of Pentacles and Page of Pentacles, siblings perhaps, offering help to an older woman or mother, grandmother, or aunt, or first the kids receive invitations, and burdened that the mother didn't get one. So they work really hard to offer her one, or one child goes to the High Priestess and one to the Empress reversed, who could be older sisters too, or Pisces working hard to get together with Taurus reversed, or a lot of hard work, and the Page of Pentacles may be curious, but the Empress is in lack here, or has to ask the mother first before they can, if they got invited somewhere, they have to ask the mother first, who's uncomfortable being approached, or ask them about being approached, or maybe they're worried about the child being approached too. Right, so they're either uncomfortable themselves being approached, or they're not well, right, so they're uncomfortable, or they're uncomfortable about this child being approached regarding this invitation. All right, so I don't think I have the picture for you for my, I wanted to bring you this. I have actually 2 more messages that I could bring. this one. Where are we? We're at 129. I can do them pretty quickly. I just don't have the pictures for you. So this is just a general energy story from the Rider-Waite. The underlying energy of the Three of Cups reversed after the Sun, the Ace of Swords, and the Justice card reversed. Drained in a split with injustice or unfair, and again, these were from today. Leo reversed versus Libra reversed, or out of control kids, or egos divided, and finding balance by keeping to self, with the Magician and the Devil upright, the sword raised, the DNA wand raised, and the Devil's hand as well. The Alchemist and the Ball and Chain, with all their tools on board, versus codependence, addicted, tempted. Clear channel versus chained fallen angel, or teacher and student on how to clear their energy. With Gemini or Virgo, and Capricorn upright with Sag reversed, and the Knight of Swords reversed looking out, and the Nine of Wands reversed, succumbing to it, or surrendering to silence, the High Priestess knowing secrets, the accountant, the advisor, the sister, the aide, the babysitter of wild kids or pets, or out of control, fire let loose, not listening or on the warpath, or wanting the car, break up, a break down, a break in, out, or through, post-war, virus, or intel, or intelligent competition, PTSD, frustration and no growth, being steamrolled by another's agenda, or forced to perform, juggling, daily grind, entertaining, making a plan, deciding it's worth it to ground and integrate, wait and see what happens, and that was at 12:21. While releasing sadness, regret, and rejecting all four, and another for the Four of Wands, home and union, the celebration where celeb came up as significant. There's a crossover between celebrity celebration and celibacy. The energy of hallowing yourself and making yourself whole at the same time, of basically hiding and also your third eye being open. And notice that forehead is 4, which is the L and 1, the lambda leap. Head, which is he after death, right? The lambda leap of he after death, the third eye, the forehead. The Four of Wands of celebration here, but also celibacy, which actually means not married. Not necessarily not having sex, but not married. So celib and celi energies also mean to attempt, request, and repel. So again, both ends of the spectrum. Home without lover, the King of Pentacles retired or awake, taking a load off, rising, coming out, done working too hard, confessing to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, laying ambitions down for heaven on earth with the Queen of Cups, with a peaceful mind and thoughts, coming clean or cleaning up, getting their ducks in a row, and working to align, to make an announcement and come out, or holding back due to pride and loss of mind. And the Queen of Wands reversed, who may be dissatisfied or throwing a tantrum because she's not getting her way, with lots of blocks to get to love, or blocking all attempts of the Fool to offer their whole heart. The Page of Wands, inspired or excited, without a choice to dump emotional attachments, having found the one. The Knight of Cups, wanting to offer love, walks into that dark night to go within and awaken, or accept they're asleep in order to wake. We go to sleep at night and trust that we'll wake in the morning, and that's faith, right? People don't realize they're having faith every day, but they do if they go to sleep at night. But what about the one who doesn't sleep, who's up all night, who can't sleep, or stressed out about romance, or at the full moon, perhaps you've died or even killed in your sleep, so you're afraid to let go. Perhaps you get your best ideas or epiphanies at night, holding on or being practical, with cards close to your chest, around the Ten of Cups reversed, unhappy family, or the ending of an emotional cycle that's overdue to be done, completely done, as the Page of Pentacles is curious about dreams and healing and stardom, or a dream girl and taking off, with conditions of wholeness, or coming back, or coming full circle, or Aquarius upright and Pisces upright, seen around. Someone might be seen around the world, all around the world, or just seen around the neighborhood. As the Page of Pentacles upright and the King of Cups is reversed, dissatisfied King of Cups, maybe Pisces, putting it all out there. So the King of Cups reversed could be a father who doesn't like that their daughter's putting it all out there, or perhaps he is the Pisces with Scorpio in his chart, or very tired or near death. Somebody could be on hospice here, or clingy at present, or tired of waiting for their ship to come in. With the Queen of Pentacles reversed, ungrounded, and healing their heart, or after separation from the Nine of Pentacles, or their own sovereignty, not able or willing to come together, the Queen of Pentacles reversed may be upset about the Nine of Pentacles third party, or sees them as a bad influence, or sees them with everything, but still not joyful. So again, this could be a third party of a broken up spouse. It could be a child. It could be an independent friend as well. With the Empress reversed, defenseless or without excuse, to ending conflicts at work, overwhelmed by energies coming in or feeling ganged up on. But the workplace itself here is fine. They just could be tired of fighting traffic to get there. As the Two of Cups is upright, connecting face to face after a sudden event or drama, resistance or no harsh feelings here, but the Knight of Pentacles is moving on. With Taurus and Scorpio reversed and destined Emperor reversed left out in the cold, or with they're left with all the patients or clients or customers, or having to scold those who are flapping their gums but not doing anything about it. Or that could be people just not doing what they're supposed to do at work. Or Libra is upright with the Emperor reversed out in the cold, with the Empress reversed in a divorce, with the Six of Cups reversed, kids upset or in a falling out between them, with bad memories of childhood or break from a religious community, or kids acting up at school. The worst may be over of inequity of the King of Swords reversed, released by a few kind words from the Queen of Swords reversed, or making an effort. This could also be their lawyers hashing it out. But perhaps there's still no offer here, or still saving and withholding, or heading out. The Six of Wands is that energy today, the journeyman, maybe off to the masses to lead the way, to bring good news to the Knight of Wands reversed, or the Page of Swords upright, or discussing with them before making an offer, perhaps withholding allowance from the kids, but offering more time and guidance instead. The Knight of Wands reversed may be falling short, and the Page of Swords may be stepping it up. Or perhaps we're at Little League or a ball game here with the King of Wands upright. Perhaps the Knight of Wands is afraid they will fall short of the King of Wands' expectation. Perhaps they are a leader in their own right, but when it comes to the King of Wands, they're always taken back to their childhood and now have been reflecting in their current relationships, or the King of Wands doesn't feel like they fit or belong in this family at 104, which is the Magician and the Emperor. So then from the Wild Unknown deck, this was at 127 today. It's 5:51 on the clock, which is the Hierophant and the King of Swords. The 127 is the Magician and the Ace of Wands. The underlying energy was the hawk on top, and beneath that was the gazelle watching the crow standing guard with the vulture, which could be an old eagle. And the crow is protecting the earth or the nest from the hawk or eagle, as the wolf watches the lion unaffected by the cheetah who's trying to trigger them or is triggered. But while the cheetah is distracted by the lion, the hawk flies free to clear the way and the air. So they're misinterpreting their intention here. Right? Someone thinks that the bird's coming after their nest, or whatever predator is after the vulnerable energies in their life. So the birds of prey and cats and dogs, deer one and wolf, capture it all. After the mouse hiding from the eagle who's swooping in on the beaver's territory, a woody place that is, the whale is weighed down with heavy emotions and the lamb is left targeted, but the tiger is ready to defend them. To the camel and the unicorn, who only work for the highest good, at 138, which is the Magician and the Queen of Cups. The camel may be experiencing or they may be retaining water, and the unicorn is just there to observe. Perhaps someone thought the eagle was swooping, but the eagle was actually diving, which is a mating dance. Not after the child, but actually the mother or father, and clearing the air for her or him as well at the same time. The cobra is alerted here to vulnerable worm as the hummingbird whispers and hums them to sleep. The oyster has their feelers out and is about to hatch, as the dragonfly is two as one, and a beautiful mind at that. The curious otter, like the Page of Pentacles, perhaps someone's water breaks, perhaps the blue camel, as the shark comes in, thirsty for blood. So that could be someone delivering who needs transfusion. Or this could be birthing with a vengeance, or fiercely protecting their young from predators. The octopus is activated, or mainframe is on the fritz, with 8 departments that go haywire, or receives the cobra's code red. And the teacher is awakened for the twin swans to reflect, while Mr. Ed stays with Bunny and Raccoon, or Thumper and Bambi, where Thumper's telling Mr. Ed they tried to get them to come out of the dark, but they won't even come out for trash, or trash day, and they're wearing a mask. So the superficial star goes through transformation, triggered by the panther, who's not as sweet and patient as the butterfly kisses. The moth to flame just can't resist a beautiful butterfly like this. It wasn't an attack, just a friendly attempt to get close. A fleeting idea of the eclectic zebra with colorful third eye who scared away the bat out of hell, spaced out, disoriented, lost, and ungrounded, and not knowing the way back home. The curious shark becomes the mousy raccoon in the closet, losing their light. They thought they were left with the trash. And then a mouse who grew wings and left the earth on a mission, but lost in space and met Will, robbed of sun, and fell into off-planet robotics, but had to find their way home. If there were to be a sequel, that is, a sea quill to express their emotions through writing, or birds of a feather, who are light as a feather, at 159, which is that, that war within and the magician. So again, learning how to make their magic in order to clear their wounds. So I just want to pull from the Journey of Love, and then we'll be all set. It's 5:55 on the clock. Wow. So big change. There's that 15 again, the quarter hour. Big change at the moment before the 6. 555, and 15 is a 6. Right, so that's a lot. That's difficult change, right? It was 5 and 5. It's more leading to a new beginning. But when we have triple 5s, we have the shadow energy. It can be kind of harsh to take. So big change. All right, from the Journey of Love for the twin flames here. All right, that came right up. The Ancient Ones, and there's Lady Liberty collecting the light. 52 is that Queen of Swords energy. This also wants to be seen. The 22 of the Fool's Journey, the 5D Station, and holding space, loving all that is. And the bottom of the deck is Lady Liberty again, and the Temple, the 59, which we just ended on 59, that war within, okay? Within your temple, your sacred temple. And there's all like this feminine energy here, and then here is the sacred meeting of the masculine and feminine at the foot of Lady Liberty, where there's an etheric altar above Lady Liberty from Atlantis. Okay, so she's collecting the light here and then holding it, holding space for the union to come together here. So we're going to read 52. And then we'll be set, a complete set, whole and complete. All right, 52, the Ancient Ones. Your spiritual growth is now acknowledged and witnessed by the heavenly ones that see beyond time and space into the reality of your soul. Do not lose heart if your spirituality is not fully acknowledged, understood, or appreciated by those around you in the physical world as yet. Though they may love you, it is most likely that their vision is still bound by time and space, and they cannot see into the very real gains that you have made in the subtle worlds where all true spiritual growth begins. So the ancient ones reach out to you and bring this message. We see you, beloved. We honor your growth. It is real, it is palpable, and soon it will manifest fully in the physical world with breathtaking beauty. We honor your light. Namaste. And big connection there. This oracle brings guidance that you have taken a leap in personal growth. If you're still testing it in the physical world, trying to translate your inner changes into outer experiences, take heed. It's only a matter of time before you see reflected back to you in your physical world what you have become within. And you will see it mirrored back to you in the eyes of those around you in sacred relationship too. The poem reads, here's wishing you some sunshine the day after the rain. Here's a hug of understanding when life seems filled with pain. Here's knowing that emotion, like wind, blows many ways, and our course will seem more certain with the dawn of each new day. Well, how beautiful for you guys. Wow. All right, guys. Remember your water, your rest, your joy, your nature, to treat yourself really well and with ease and grace. Rise and be love. And I'll see you at the next place. Bye, guys.